Assessment is an important part of the teaching learning process. There are many aspects of assessment that need to be taken into account to make it useful. Also, feedback is necessary to both teachers and learners. Welcome to this presentation. This is my report of results. My name is Marisela Garcia Ramirez. This research has as main aim to define how the learning process and the formative assessment are related in the process of developing the reading skills in young EFL learners. It was applied in my classroom with a group of 25 children in 6th grade in a private primary school in Querétaro State in Mexico. It was applied from October to November 2023. According to the website Raising Children Network, there are some key points for teaching children and teenagers because they learn in a different way of adults. These key points are: children and teenagers learn by seeing, hearing, exploring, experimenting, and asking questions. As children become more independent learners, they need our encouragement for learning. It is for that reason that my research question is: how do graphic organizers as a reading formative assessment strategy affect the reading skills of young learners in my classroom? The research has two objectives. Number one, to collect evidence of the applied strategy among young learners in my classroom. Number two, to analyze the effect that graphic organizers as a reading formative assessment strategy have on young EFL learners. The methodology that we use in this action research was based in the instruments that we applied. Some of them for students, some of them also for the teacher. Talking about the instruments to apply to students, there were 3 structured questionnaires and 3 different graphic organizers. They are a Venn diagram, a summary of facts in a chart, and finally, a mind map. On the other hand, the teacher's observation instruments were observation sheets, lesson plans, and reports of audio recording. In general, the main goal of using a graphic organizer is to boost comprehension skills in the target or subject area, whereas in language courses, the main aims are to improve students' reading comprehension skills and contribute to the acquisition of the target language, said Manoli and Papadopoulou. Based in this statement, the key concepts in this research were learning process in young learners, formative assessment, and reading skills in young learners. The progress up to now is the questionnaires were applied. The results showed that the majority of students were able to understand a general idea from short texts, but they were stressed in reading aloud because they have lack of vocabulary and literacy in pronunciation or intonation. However, they show by their answers a real interest in improving their reading comprehension. And they answered that they noticed that their reading comprehension improved with the graphic organizers. Here we have the results of the questionnaires. Number 1, diagnosis of the group. Results: lack of literacy in pronunciation and intonation. Number 2, the students presented difficulties in getting detailed information from reading comprehension. In the third questionnaire, we can find that after produced 3 different organizers, the students prefer Venn diagram. In the last slide, we can see some of the authors that we cited in this and in the final paper. Thank you very much for your attention.